Hello everybody, welcome back for some StarCraft 2 action. It's another laser game and he's going up against El Capitan. It's Harstem. Another Homestory Cup 24 Group A match. Or it looks like we're going to do 6 matches in total of that group. And as I alluded to in the last game of Elazer versus DNS, Elazer, Harstem, and DNS are battling for second place in this group, since first place is most likely going to go the way of Cyril. Elazer putting his natural at the third base voluntarily. Protoss is not allowing any of these Zergs to just take their natural base. No, no, no. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see how Elazer responds here. Versus DNS, he didn't seem too bothered by it that he'd had to take his third base, or his natural at the third base location. He just went for the standard build, got a fast third base, stopped mining gas after 100, went for Ling +1 melee upgrades, into a bunch of roaches and some Ravagers, and then eventually hitting a timing with Banelings. So Baneling speed, +2 melee, and then he would just go, go, go. Pedal to the metal, maybe get a high for like 1 or 2 Vipers, but didn't seem to be interested in teching up very much further. And then he even started adding in Ultralisks in the first game. Okay, getting most likely speed here and then pulling out. Okay. What is Harstem gonna do? He's about 20 gas off, getting his Stargate here. Adept being chrono boosted out. No gateway research, so getting his Stargate here. Otherwise, you usually don't delay gateway research. And there is the Stargate. And on the other side of the map, we see speed being researched, no gas being mined. Guessing we will see a second Adept before gateway research. Yup. Delaying that even further. And now starting up that gateway research. So this probe actually checked out the third base. DNS couldn't be bothered. He trusted Elazer. And now Elazer getting his third base at the natural location ASAP. And again, the signature Elazer move. Creep Tumor in the main. I'm probably going to be creeping his main base. I haven't seen other Zergs do this. But we haven't seen other Zergs in this tournament except for Fjant. So maybe it's a thing. We'll see. We'll keep an eye out. 2 Lings did make it into the main base of the Protoss. Didn't close it up yet. Ooh, and the Adepts making their way into the third base. Nothing happening. And of course the Protoss doesn't close their base because the speed is not done yet. So I expect to see a gateway there anytime soon now. And there it comes. Adepts shitting in. Nope. Shitting into the main base, actually. Now, getting into this natural base, speed is done. But there's only 8 Lings. So Lings chilling in the main base. And here are the Adepts. Ooh, don't shade in, actually. They're just chilling over here. It's kind of cute. First Oracle's out. Second Oracle coming out. Being chrono boosted out. Third base underway here for Harstem. Getting that 4-minute Nexus down. And 2 Queens are here. The Adepts are here. That's 3 drones already. Queens target firing the Oracle, and the 2 Adepts die as well. Only 3 drones die. 1 Spore Crawler has been built as well. Has been forced out. Second Spore Crawler. And now, after the Oracles have shown that they've used their energy, the third base is being saturated. 2 more Adepts, actually. Fading out. Looking for some drone damage, perhaps. Couple Lings arriving at this third base, and they see no Adepts to save it. Oracles are also not in position. Oh, never mind. Third Oracle comes out and shoos away these Lings. That kind of reveals that the Adepts should have been made and are somewhere else. Overlords does see them coming in. So Elazer should be ready here. Ooh, drones are being pulled. They get one drone here. Oh, and they shoot the... Oh, they shot the Lings once. That could have been an extra drone. 2 drones do die. And we see the standard Twilight Forge follow-up out of these 3 oracles. And I'm guessing we're going to see a push with these stalkers, about 8 stalkers. You can even push before you have blink, but ideally you wait for blink. 3 oracles, making sure that these Lings die. They do get 1 probe kill for their troubles, plus 1 underway. Oh, going into charged robo instead. Not going for that stalker count. Harstem did show 4 stalkers. So, he can sell this, right? Although he's moving out a little early for it to be a blink stalker attack. Elazer still has to respond to this. These oracles have a decent amount of energy here. And there's a 4th base. Pretty close to the 3rd base of Harstem. The queens are here to shoo away these oracles. 4th base is now done. 5th base underway as well. Ooh, love this from Elazer. Like, maybe I lose that 4th base somehow. Let me just throw down a 5th right away. I need a macro hatch anyways. 3 base saturation here from Harstem. Warp Prism coming out. And now... How many structures do we have? We have 4 gates so far. So definitely not a committed attack. Well, 6 gates now. 2 more underway. Lings making sure there's no 4th base over here. There could be one over here, but Lings are moving out to that location as well. Warp Prism on the prowl. But is in vision of this creep tumor. So she can see... Oh, actually doesn't see it because of the shrubbery. Oh my god. So this is the first time Elazer really sees this attack, even though there is a Warp Prism here. Lings going in though, grabbing a bunch of Protoss units. These oracles trying to defend the Protoss units from the Zerglings. +1 attack ready for the Protoss, not for the Zerg just yet, so decent trades all around for the Protoss player here. And he's getting a bunch of queens, getting a bunch of Lings, forcing out a shit ton of roaches. But he's just producing units here, not really taking up further, getting +2. So what's the plan here for Harstem? He's just chilling on 3 base. Oh, he has a Templar Archives though. So getting... Archons and an Immortal, I suppose. Couple Lings confirming. There's no 4th base over here. Hasn't checked the other 4th in a while. Oracles are here. No Spore Crawler. Only 2 queens. Some decent micro. You can get a couple drones there and an Adept or Zealot drop in the main with the Warp Prism. Whilst... Harstem creates a big army at home. Picks up all of his zealots except for 1. So that's a decent trade. 6 drones do go down there. Total 14 drones have been killed. Storm halfway done now. We're seeing some Immortals being added on. 2 already on the field. 4th base denied by these Zerglings. And that gives Elazer a little bit of information as well. And there we go again. Little bit late on the +1 attack here, but he's getting 14 Banes and Speed Banelings is almost done, so... Or speed for the Baneling, so Elazer is looking to hit the 3rd base of Harstem really hard. And then perhaps send a Ling run-by to the 4th base, leaving an Archon there. Wise choice to absorb any small run-by. I think that's just the right amount. A couple Zealots, an Archon... Actually making a 2nd Archon. But Elazer actually decides against it. Not attacking, but making more Banelings here. Jeez. Elazer up to 200. And this 1 Warp Prism being annoying. Buying so much time for Harstem. Seeing Infestation Pit to get a hive up eventually. Bunch of spines going down. Against these super annoying Charge Lot run-bys. Charge Lots are such annoying units. Now finally see a 4th base almost completing at 10 minutes here for Harstem. Definitely a bit of a late 4th base. Now we do see these rocks going down. Harstem doesn't know it yet. Oh, he does see it now. He sees the army. Oh, that's a lot of banelings. How many banelings? 42 banelings. Elazer did this versus DNS as well, and now he's showing it again versus Harstem. Harstem has a pretty big wall here from gateways and pylons. Also has a cannon in both bases. Big zealot run by here, bypassing all of the spines and fighting the lings now. +2, shredding these lings, and a spire does go down. Harstem does not see the spire, so bit different here from Elazer. 6 more spines, more lings, more banelings being added on. But Harstem now does have his 4th base, and he has these extra gases, meaning he can actually tech up to more stuff, getting shield upgrades as well instead of +3. Interesting. Getting a couple more gates, getting a bunch more cannons, and looking to maybe want to move out. So he has Archon Immortal and Storm. So we saw oh no. No, not the Immortal. No, it's rallied. No. Elazer sees this. Oh, no. It does eat a bunch of banelings. Banelings went in here as well. Killed a couple cannons, but nothing really happened. Okay, that was a pause. Now Spire finishing up, but Elazer is actually maxed out. Is he going into Broodlord? Is this a straight Greater Spire play? I would like to see that, actually. Just get that Greater Spire down. Oh my god, big run-by with Zerglings here. No Archons here to stop it. Nuclear battery was committed and destroyed. And now the whole 4th base. Oh, big recall here from Harstem. We see on the minimap that there's also a fight going on. But Elazer retreated before a big fight happened. But now that he sees that half the army of Harstem was recalled, he went in to fight once more and grabbed some units from an out-of-position Harstem army. And whoa, the supply is now in favor of Elazer. The money is in favor of Elazer, and we need to see really good storms out of these 6 High Templar. 2 probes here chilling. I didn't see nothing. Oh, we see a Corruptor here. How many Corruptors are there on the field? Only 1. See a Greater Spire halfway done. Crackling upgrade coming. 29 more Banelings. Elazer loving his Banelings. Storm, storm, storm. He's got storm for days. More Banelings hit 2 Stalkers. And Elazer supply still high. Attacking in the 4th base and fully surrounding the army of Harstem here. And just cleaning it up. Low HP Immortals do not stand strong. And the entire army of Harstem is just dead. Another Immortal coming here to donate themselves. And Harstem taps out of the first game on Site Delta. We see Elazer going up 1-0 against Harstem here. And now we're on the 2nd map, Alcyone. The one with the gold bases and the rich geysers on either side of the map. And Elazer's going to be taking that gold base. We saw Harstem play versus Bly on this map, and he had no problems dismantling a Zerg that takes a gold base. So let's see what Harstem does, and if he finds out in time. Now, Elazer did win the first map, but I feel like Site Delta is kind of a good map for Zerg. So the next 2 maps should favor Harstem a little more, I would presume. Elazer doing standard opener, but his natural once again not placed at the natural. His 2nd base is actually located in the, well, towards the middle of the map even. Now we see Nexus after Gateway here. Going to be getting a core. And Harstem has not scouted at all. Just not scouting at all. Interesting, where he blocked the natural in the first game. He's now just completely ignoring the fact that he has an opponent. Maybe planning to do a really sharp all-in. But now is moving out to scout. I think Elazer saw that, but it was too late. Drone transfer coming in. 6 drones, 1 for each patch. Very nice. He'll be mining from that gold immediately. And Harstem sees it and does not start a cannon rush right away. Would have been funny. If you just start a cannon rush, like here. Overlord doesn't see it, you just start a pylon and cannon. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I guess you go Ravagers and kill it from the high ground, but... you basically have to, like, long distance mine to a different base or something. Maybe we'll see something like that in the future. Stargate again, going down for Harstem. Chrono boosting out these Adepts again. Then going into the Gateway Research. And Elazer working on these rocks. Queen doesn't feel like it, though. Queen's like, nah, I'm too good for that. I'm not on rock duty. Kind of like prisoners in cartoons. Where they have to, like, use pickaxes to break rocks into smaller rocks. That's kind of what the Zerglings had to do there. Queen defends her babies from that evil Adept, and we see a gold base going out from Harstem at 3 minutes. Cheeky, cheeky! Elazer doesn't know that, though. I like this. Harstem is just cheeking him back. So... Harstem taking a super fast third at the gold. Like, if he doesn't get punished for this, it's gonna be really good for him. Now, Lings do go in, expecting to see a future third here. Like, the probe should be coming at any moment now. But it isn't. Oracle's flying in. Second Oracle's being built. How many Adepts do we have? We have one over here? And one over here. Only 2 Adepts, so really greeting it up here. 3 drones at the gold base. That's super value, although the gold base is oversaturated, so... no mining lost. Oh, and the Zerglings do check out the gold base of this Protoss player and find out that indeed the Nexus has been built and it is done. Oi, 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 radio home, like, oi, boss, we got a problem. Now what is Elazer to do? Spreading creep forward here, getting a decently early Roach War, and is he just going to do a Roach Ling attack onto this gold base? So the pathing on this map is actually a little weird because of this wall. Like, he could move all of his units like this, around this wall, down the bottom, or from the top, and then move in from here. But if you're already here, it's a really long way to get back around. So, like, pincering this base in takes a while. He has Lings in the back, though. He snuck him in, and now the Queens are walking over here. He's ready to punish. But we already see 1 shield battery, second one underway. 1 gets cancelled, though. We see Blink and Stalkers coming out, more shield batteries. And now the Lings come in as well. The Oracles will have nothing of it. Oh, and there you go. Once Roach just walks on into this base because of the weird pathing that this creates, you really want to send out at least 1 drone from this gold base to just mine these out at least. Because these rocks, of course, have like a bunch of armor and a bunch of health. Now it's transfused. More drones from the gold being killed, though, and that's big value. Almost no drones on the natural and the main. So Elazer really committed here to go for an attack, making a couple extra drones probably to resaturate the gold. Lings do move in, but look at this. 4 batteries ready to rumble. Only 3 Ravagers ready to bile down the shield battery. He's actually fighting without all of his Ravagers, so we can't one-shot the shield battery. And now, like, this fight was terrible for Elazer. Just fighting into all of these batteries. These batteries didn't even finish using all their energy. Nuclear battery, and he couldn't shut it down because he didn't have the full amount of Ravagers needed. I think you need 5 or 6 biles. It's 300 total. I think a bile is 60. So, 5? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need 6 for a pylon. So, well, 4. It was not 4. So actually can't one-shot shield battery still. A lot of Zerglings coming in, though. But they're all stuck here behind these Stalkers. All of these shield batteries now out of energy, though. So now Elazer can start overwhelming. Queens can't quite transfuse just yet. Hold position Lings really killing a lot of probes here. More Stalkers being morphed in. oracles without energy. Now we have a bunch of Ravagers. Biles hitting. Oh no. Second nuclear batteries here, and he just used the Biles. Nice timing by Harstem. Waiting for the Biles to be used, and then uses the nuclear battery, which makes sure that you get the value from that battery, even if it gets biled later, like it will right now. Oh my god, does he have enough Stalkers here? Because it looks like he has critical mass of Stalkers, but these are also a lot of Lings just streaming in. More Corrosive Biles landing, nice blinking back, getting so much value from the Stalkers, and a Laser is being forced back. Harstem focusing down these Ravagers, still alive, nice transfuses. Oh, one gets targeted down by these Stalkers. These are 18 Stalkers right now, 14. And only 2 Queens, 5 Ravagers, and a couple Lings are left. Laser doesn't have workers at all. Harstem is holding this. He has +1 now. He's halfway charged, getting another Oracle. Perhaps he knows how comfortable his position is. Of course, we don't know if he scouted the natural, but if he sees this attack and he knows, okay, you must be desperate to kill me here. Ooh, starts a nuclear battery, and the pylon gets nuked, but it gets... Oh my god, it gets healed by the shield battery, and it doesn't die, so the battery gets its full duration off, and that means these Stalkers get maximum value. You can just blink back the Stalker that is low HP and help it to refill all of its shields. But the Nexus is almost down, actually. Biles hitting the Nexus, Lynx hitting the Nexus. Nexus actually dies, but how many units does he have left? Only 2 Ravagers, and the Stalker's actually body blocking this Ravager completely. And we have 12 Stalkers here versus a bunch of Lings. All of the Ravagers are dead. Inverse amount of workers, and a Laser just GG's out. Even though he killed the 3rd base, we actually saw a 4th base underway for Harstem as well. And he just doubling the worker count almost. Got that +1, and a Laser just had nothing. Gold base was starting to mine out as well. GG. So Harstem takes game number 2 on Alcyone there. This pro is looking very ferocious on that weird map. And a Laser just lost the map to Harstem. Now he's 1-1, where he already lost, spoilers, 2-0 to DNS. So if he loses this game, he lost to both Harstem and DNS, basically meaning that he can't progress anymore. Like, he can't advance anymore from the Group A unless something really weird happens. A Laser actually getting his natural base now. First time in 5 games we've seen of a Laser in the past 2 casts. But if a Laser wins, then he still has a chance of making it through as the second player from Group A, but that does mean that he probably needs to take a game off of Serral, or beat Serral, obviously, or he needs Harstem to 2-0 DNS. But even then, he still needs to take a map off Serral, I think, because otherwise Harstem just has a better map score. If he 2-0s DNS and plays 1-2 to a Laser, then he won 3 maps, whereas a Laser only wins 2 in total. So this is a really important win by Harstem, actually. So just taking that 1 map gets him a lot closer to getting out of this group. Natural base finishing up. Let's see what Elazer does with his gas drones. Keeps mining gas. Nope, does not mine gas at all. Going for that mineral-only income after starting speed. We see the depth being chrono boosted once more. And the Overlord sees everything. We see the instant Stargate. Gateway research once again delayed for that. So it's something, if you see a gateway unit and the cyber core is spinning right away, then you know it might not be Stargate. Like, that's a good indication that you need to send your Overlord into the main base. Because then there might just be a Twilight Console or Robo, which is usually a bit more cheesy. Or at least not standard. It could also just be a slow Ling, right? Just running into the base. Now, Adept trying to make its way into the main base. It does not complete its shade. Third base is down for Elazer. And the scouting probe is back home. Let's see what Harstem's follow-up is going to be in this game. We saw DNS mix it up quite a bit. Going for a double Robo build. Going for double Forge with the Twilight Console. And Harstem did mix it up a little bit by going for Charge instead of Blink in the first game. But didn't really panning out for him. So, sees this Creep Tumor here and he shades out. Elazer not going for the Creep Tumor in the main in this game. So, maybe it's not a stylistic thing then after all. Scouting Ling scouts out that there is a third base going down. Did he actually see it? He did not see it go down because he died a little bit too early. Did see the pylon. It would be a very amazing fake out by Harstem. Scouts the third base, sees 0 drones. And now the drones are instantaneously Maynarded over. After there is a Spore in the natural and 2 queens in the main. Second Oracle joining that first Oracle. And we see a Twilight Console going down. No Forge and no third Oracle just yet. Oracle, another flyby. No Spore here. Only 2 queens. No Stutter Step Micro on the queens. Fourth base is going down. Does he know? He saw it. Yes. And we see Evo Chamber going down. 9 more drones. Whoa! No, miscontrol by Harstem. And the queen does go, or the queen does clear up that Oracle. So only 1 more Oracle on the map. Adept Shade on into the third base. Trying to target down some drones. 5 drones, 6 drones go down. Mamma mia. That does not feel good if you're Elazer. Losing 6 drones. But Harstem skimping on that third Oracle. Interesting. Because Elazer has shown quite a few Link Floods with the +1. We see a lair going down now. Fourth base almost completed. And what is Harstem going to do? He has Blink, but I don't see a Forge. But I also don't see a Gateway Explosion. So is he just going to push with 4 Gateways Blink? Just make as many Stalkers as he can. Oh my god, it's a Fleet Beacon. Fleet Beacon going into Mothership? Blink Stalker Mothership? Question mark? That sounds like a cool build. Holy moly. That sounds like a super fun... Oh, never mind. He's going to Stargate. So he's either going Tempest or probably Carrier. My god, no. You can't be doing this. You can't be going Carriers on us. Just camping on Carriers? I mean, we're gonna have to see. It might be super exciting, but I'm not holding out hopes here. Blink Stalker's trying to get some value here. Only has 1 Oracle, but Elazer still respecting this. Probably a little short on units because he needed to rebuild drones. And Harstem taking full effect, or full advantage of that passivity. And now in the fourth base, tucked in. Is he going to recall? He is going to recall most of these Stalkers. Blinks back a couple, clicks down another drone before they go down. So there have been an ample amount of drone kills. 11 drones have died, and now we see the double carrier rush. No mothership. I wonder if he just goes for like 6 carriers and flies across the map and kills the fourth base and kills the main before Elazer can find out. I think SOS did that once. Maybe it was stats? I don't know. Could have... yeah. It's a thing, at least, that, you know, you just bank up a couple carriers. You try to defend. That's a lot of Zerglings with +1, and they run away from 5 Stalkers and 3 Zealots. That is kind of an awkward decision. Elazer just expecting there to be more units. But there aren't. There just aren't. Harstem is, like, lacking in supply a lot. Dinas also did that the first game versus Elazer, where he built a bunch of cannons to make up for the fact that he was just very low in supply, because he was powering like 2 base robo units or 2 Robos worth of units. So double Colossus. And there's an Oracle in the 4th base. This sussy expansion. Why does... this seems like such a painful 5th base to take. Every time I see this base, it just gets annihilated. Or it gets harassed to death by the Protosses. Harstem going for a little cheeky wall here. Already has 2 carriers. 2 more about to spawn. Also getting Storm. Damn, Harstem, you dirty boy. He's just teching up so much. It's almost cheesy. Scouting Ling does come in, but doesn't see much. Surprised that Harstem hasn't taken his gases on the 4th base yet, because you do need a lot of gases here. The Zergling could have seen the air upgrade spinning, and that's why I'm not surprised to see this Spire now. We see some spine crawlers going down. Where are they? Okay, I see a lot of them over here. And one of them behind the mineral for some reason. In the natural. So, Elazer's ready for a later game type of game. Both of them just electing to go into late game without fighting a lot for map control in the mid game. Harstem just chilling on 150 supply versus the 200 supply of Elazer. And it's not like Harstem's supply is super efficient. Now, these carriers are the first carriers that Elazer will see this game. 2 gates getting cancelled instantaneously. Elazer moving out. Storms on the Banes get completely annihilated. And the carriers have been revealed. And maybe Elazer's like, wait a minute, how many carriers do you have? Hold on a minute. You've been rushing carriers, you naughty boy. And here's another Zealot run by. We've seen Harstem do this in almost every CVP I've casted of him. But Elazer's now was ready for it with the spines. But it just has to work once. These Zealots can do so much damage if they find it. No air upgrades for these 9 Corruptors that are about to spawn. How many carriers are we up to? 6 carriers already. No mothership? Question mark. Bunch of cannons being warped in here for Harstem as well. 4 in total. We see a giant gateway wall here at the 4th base. You shall not pass. Zealots tanking the gank here. They're like, hey guys, I found the Zerg army. Please help. Archons do get decent shots on the Zerglings. Get a couple cheeky kills. See more Corruptors coming out. Bunch of spores being added on to the 5th base and the 4th base. So only way for Harstem to really avoid these, I guess, is to go straight into the natural. He could avoid them. A Void Ray is actually coming out to perhaps combat the ridiculous amount of Corruptors coming out. We see 12 Corruptors, 2 more joining the pack. So we'll have 14 Corruptors in the skies. 3rd base goes down, +3 attack on their way. Adrenal almost done, and we see a Greater Spire. So instead of air upgrades, he gets a Greater Spire. A little confusing to me. Maybe that's a misclick. Maybe he wanted an upgrade, but he's not getting an upgrade. Because I can't think of a reason you'd want a Greater Spire in this fight. And ooh! This looks like a terrible fight for Elazer here. 5 more Corruptors. Maybe he was just trading off some supply, because he does have a bunch of money. But he's just remaking Roaches and Lings. Doesn't seem like the best units right now. Decent amount of Queens here. Queens and Transfuse. And they do have +1 armor. Transfusing these Spore Crawlers as well. Good fight here for Elazer. Fighting on your Spore Crawlers versus these carriers. But the Corruptor count is completely evaporated. Can Elazer hold on here? The Archon count is still decently high. 2 more Archons on the field, trying to target them down. Nice job by Elazer here. 1 more Archon gets clicked down, and here is the 2nd wave of Corruptors. And the carriers are being clicked down. 2 carriers do go down. 3 of them go down. Only 1 of them is alive. 2 of them about to spawn. And Elazer's now up 180 supply to 136. These carriers are expensive and in both resources and supply. Harstem just throws down a 5th base, although I feel like is he allowed to take this? Like, how does Harstem defend this? He has like, what, 2 storms? He has 2 storms and 2 carriers. And the 5th base is cancelled. 7, 8, 9 probes do go down. Ooh, this is looking dire for Harstem. He has a good work account, but no 5th base. Throws it down again. Very hard to take any of these bases because you built the giant wall. It's hard to go past the giant wall. Can't really go back into Mongolia and be like, yo, do you have some sugar for me? No, there's a giant-ass wall. Drops 1 zealot on that 7th base of Elazer and now goes into the main base. We do have that creep tumor in the main from Elazer once again, but this time he has anti-air. This war prison will go down, and this is only a couple zealots, and those will get eradicated by the cracklings. Adrenal gland Zerglings with +3. They will absolutely eat anything they can get their claws on. So how many corruptors do we have? We do have 12. We do have +1 armor for air coming out now. And he hasn't used the Greater Spire, so I have to believe that it was a slight misclick. Oh, Baneling's going into the natural +3 attack. Making here for the air. Come on, click it down. Cancel that upgrade. There is a mothership underway. The upgrade does get clicked down, so no +3 for air. But there's only 5 carriers so far. Elazer did a really good job of minimizing the amount of carriers in this game. And he's now trading off all of his roaches and ravagers, killing the stalkers of Harstem here. And I can't really say that Harstem is trading off his stalkers because he is only at 110 supply. So he would have loved to keep those stalkers. Here come the broodlords. He's like, well, you can't deal with these broods if I just make more spores. Actually, I would love to see some creep tumors and then uproot the spores. Get them next to this base and just slow push his ass. That's the cool thing about the static defense from Zerg. You can uproot that shit. Now here are the broodlords dealing with the archons. How many corruptors do we have? 10 corruptors are here. Harstem still has a standing army. His army supply is decent, but only 30 probes. And more dying. The mothership is out, though, but not with the main army. This is the last-ditch attempt from Harstem to take a fight. And the broodlords snipe 1 High Templar. Snipe another one. That's 2 High Templar sniped by these broodlords. And now broodlords can't zone more of them. Corruptors clicking down these carriers. 2 carriers do go down. Only 3 carriers left in the skies. We see a bunch of spores. No main base left for Harstem. And where is that mothership? It's just chilling here. Harstem, this looks too desperate. There's so many corruptors. 14 corruptors eliminate Harstem's sky army. And Elazer takes this series 2-1, meaning he is still technically in the running for getting 2nd place in Group A. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this cast. CVP is pretty awesome. I hope to see you in the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe. Bye-bye. Cheers.